Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for Monday, October 20, 2025. And in the news this afternoon, bike crash claims the life of alleged Grange Hill gangster. An alleged gangster is dead after a two-motorcycle collision in Grange Hill, Westmoreland last Thursday. The deceased has been identified as 22-year-old Alex Hill, otherwise known as Romain, of a Bullstrode, Grange Hill address. Hill is said to be a member of a well-known gang in Grange Hill and has been linked to several crimes. Police reports indicate that on Thursday about 11:25 p.m., Hill was riding his motorcycle along the Grange Hill main road in the vicinity of the Top Geneva intersection, where he collided with another motorcycle. The collision resulted in the two bikers being flung from their motorcycles. Hill was left unconscious after receiving serious head and upper body injuries. The other motorcycle rider received the upper body injuries, including a broken hand. Both men were assisted to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital for treatment. However, Hill later succumbed to the injuries he received. According to the police, Hill was a member of the notorious Kings Valley Gang and has been linked to two wounding with intent incidents committed in Linton Pen, Grange Hill on June 5, 2022 and on August 9, 2022. Hill was also fingered in a store robbery along Fuller's Field District in Grange Hill on April 9, 2025. 2 months later, Hill was accused of the murder of a man along the Crowder Main Road in Grange Hill on June 25, 2025 at 9:15 p.m. In July, another member of the gang, 36-year-old Ricardo Hemmings, who was also known as Junior or Black Oil, was killed during a reported clash with members of a police team in Lime Hall, St. Anne. To date, Westmoreland has seen a 61% reduction in murders. 32 murders have been committed this year, in comparison to 82 for the same period last year. Besides, there have been 44 shootings this year, in comparison to 85 for the same period last year, a 48% reduction. Businessman charged with fraud over car buying deal. The St. Anne police have charged a businessman with fraudulent conversion in relation to allegations of collecting money to buy motor vehicles and failing to deliver. He is 44-year-old Lloyd Thompson of Balmetto East Fort in St. Catherine. Reports from the Discovery Bay police are that two men paid a deposit to Thompson for motor vehicles between April and August in 2023. According to the police, one complainant paid a sum of $2,400,000 for a Toyota Coaster, while the other paid $1 million as a deposit for a Toyota Hiace bus. After making payment, both men tried to contact Thompson to finalize the transactions, but he began avoiding their calls. He later gave the men an explanation that aroused their suspicions, leading them to make a report to the police. Thompson was later taken into custody in connection with similar reports made within the Kingston police area. An identification parade was conducted, during which both the complainants positively identified him. He was formally charged on Friday, October 17. His court date is being finalized. St. Thomas taxi operator allegedly held with imitation gun charged. 28-year-old St. Thomas taxi operator Rashawn Bryan has been charged over the alleged seizure of an imitation gun in his vehicle. Reports from the Morante Bay police are that about 1:15 p.m. on Sunday, October 11, a team conducted an operation in Moody Lane in Seaforth, where Bryan was seen sitting in the back of his Toyota Probox motor car. He was accosted and the search was conducted. During the search, an imitation firearm was found in the car, according to the police. He was subsequently arrested. He was later charged after a question and answer session on Sunday, October 19. Preparations for his court date are underway. Tropical storm likely to form in Caribbean within 7 days. A weather system in the Caribbean is likely to become a tropical storm later this week, according to meteorologists. The United States National Hurricane Center has increased the chances of a tropical depression or tropical storm in the Caribbean from 70% to 80%, signaling a heightened likelihood that a tropical storm Melissa could form within the next 7 days. The system is currently located in the Central Caribbean Sea and is expected to move north or westward, creating the possibility that it may form later this week. Jamaicans are being urged to remain vigilant, monitor official weather updates, and review their hurricane preparedness plans. CARICOM criticized for lukewarm response to U.S. strikes in Caribbean. CARICOM is being taken to task for its lukewarm response to situations in the region, including U.S. military strikes against the vessels in Caribbean waters. Tensions have been escalating between the U.S. and the Latin American countries, which President Donald Trump has accused of sending drugs to the U.S. In a release on Saturday, CARICOM reiterated its position that the Caribbean must remain a zone of peace. Independent defense analyst Dr. Sanjay Badri Maharaj says the regional body has historically not been persuasive in situations such as the one facing it. Pointing to the 1983 Urgent Fury operation by the United States, Dr. Badri Maharaj said CARICOM's response was poor.
We saw CARICOM being almost completely ineffective in 1983 when Urgent Fury was launched by the Americans. In fact, so much so the OECS made a complete fool of CARICOM in the way it approached the issue of soliciting intervention. So CARICOM on security matters is not a particularly effective or particularly persuasive organization. And countries are just going to do what they think is in their self-interest for now. Trinidad's number one self-interest is to get it to deal with the licenses for the Dragon gas deal through. And also, and please do not underestimate the importance of this, it is very necessary to slow, if not halt, the flow of Venezuelans into Trinidad. And, Trinidad is not necessarily a xenophobic, brutal country by nature. But right now, the numbers coming in are a little beyond our ability to cope with.
Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.